My name is Salimatou Diallo, and I'm the mother of a child who was diagnosed with sickle cell disease at only 2 weeks old. I still remember the day as if it was yesterday. I had barely learned how to feed him, how to hold him, or how to be a mother overall when the doctor came in and said the test showed something called sickle cell. I didn't even know what that meant, but I sure did know that it will change everything about our lives. Since then, hospital become a familiar place for us. I have had nights of worries, long appointments, and moments of fear that no parent should ever experience. And through it all, I've become to realize that family like mine are not struggling because we don't care or we don't try, but we are struggling because of the system not fully supporting us. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, about 100,000 people in the United States live with sickle cell disease, and most of them are African American or Hispanic community. But even with that number, care remains limited and often unequal. When you live with sickle cell, your care can depend on where you live, what kind of insurance you have, or whether the doctor in front of you understands your condition. Some family drives hours just to find a specialist. Others are left to explain their child pain in emergency room to people who don't believe them. The truth is, this is not just a medical issue. It is an equity issue, and one that has gone ignored for far too long. That's why I'm here today to ask our Texan senators, John Cornyn and Ted Cruz, to support and co-sponsor the Sickle Cell Care Expansion Act of 2023, also known as S1423. According to Congress.gov, this bill will allow the Department of Health and Human Services to fund hospitals, community health centers, and local organizations to provide better care for people living with sickle cell disease. It focuses on training doctors and nurses, supporting the transition from pediatric to adult care, and creating programs that help families manage the daily challenges of this disease. This is the kind of policies that can make a real difference, not just in statistics, but in real life. When my son turned 6 months old, he had his first major pain crisis episode. I remember holding him in my arm, trying to comfort him as he cried, and realized that his fight was only just beginning. Every time I see him smile now, I think about how many other children deserve that same chance. A chance to grow, to dream, to live without constant hospital visit or fear. The Sickle Cell Care Expansion Act is not just another piece of legislation. It is a step towards fairness. It is about giving family like mine a little break, or a breathing room, or a little hope. If passed, this act could help create more specialized clinics across Texas and the country. It could ensure that when my son grows older, he wouldn't lose access to care simply because he becomes an adult. It could help doctors recognize the urgence of this disease and treat patients with dignity and respect. So today, I'm asking our senators to please take this issue seriously and to stand with us by supporting this bill. Because beyond every number is a person. Behind every diagnosis is a child who just wants to be a kid. We are not asking for pity. We are just asking for partnership. We are asking for the same level of attention and compassion that any other illness receive. So if you believe that every child deserves a fair chance at life, then this is where that belief turns into action. When my son was born, I promised him that I will never stop fighting for his health. That is why I'm speaking here today, not just as a mother, but as someone who believes that changes begin when we raise our voice, even if they shake. The Sickle Cell Care Expansion Act of 2023 gave us a chance to do better while expanding care, while understanding and expanding hope. Thank you.